In just a moment, there will be an introduction and explanation about Expert Tea, an interpreter and information exchange platform. Have you ever wasted your money because of the expensive charges from inconvenience of communication abroad? Have you ever experienced confusion while communicating in foreign places? Now try Expert Tea, which eliminates language barriers. First, let me introduce the business model of Expert Tea. The purpose of Simple Expert Tea is simple. Just like other successful apps like WeChat, Google, Facebook, and Weibo, the purpose of Expert Tea is to provide convenience to everyone with a simple service. So what is the business definition of Expert Tea? Expert Tea has provided interpretation services connecting people with others. This is a mobile platform business that provides services to mediate experts of interpretation and information. I will tell you more about Expert Tea in the following two sections. Why Expert Tea? I will tell you why we choose Expert Tea. When faced with a difficult situation in a strange country, it is a wise choice to get help from Expert Tea to overcome difficulties. Why? To prevent hardship while abroad, such as getting ripped off, wandering aimlessly, foolishly wasting money, and making wrong decisions, etc. With Expert Tea, you can get help from locals in order to evade such problems. You can't put a price on peace of mind. Travel abroad should be a joyful and happy experience, but the majority of people feel uncomfortable during the trip. More than 2/3 of those who have traveled abroad have experienced discomfort. 67.3% of males and 67.4% of females have reported feeling uneasy while abroad. 76% of less than 20-year-olds, 60% of more than 60-year-olds have experienced discomfort while traveling. After all, most people, regardless of sex, are experiencing some sort of discomfort during their overseas trips. What is causing their discomfort while traveling overseas? The first is a problem of communication, and the second is the lack of local information. As already mentioned above, most people in overseas sightseeing have an uncomfortable experience. The biggest discomfort is the language problem. 52.3% of males and 51.8% of females said that the problem of language communication is the biggest inconvenience. Also, regardless of age, the problem of language communication is regarded as the biggest discomfort. Other inconveniences include food, 25%, traffic, 10%, safety and commodity tours, and the lack of tourist information. Expert Tea is the optimal solution for solving these kinds of issues. Regardless of age and sex, they have trouble with overseas travel, and the biggest problem is overcoming language barriers. The number of Chinese who visit Asia and visit from China is steadily increasing. What about the current status of overseas tourism in China? The number of Chinese overseas tourists increased from 70.3 million in 2011 to 127.86 million in 2015. From 2000 to 2015, we have seen an annual growth rate of over 8.3%. The number of visiting Chinese are also steadily increasing. It is expected to increase from 26.36 million in 2014 to 28.57 million in 2016. 80% of Chinese preferred overseas destinations, which were occupied by countries of Asian countries. They also prefer to visit US, Europe, etc. Popular destinations in Asia include Thailand, Japan, and Korea. A steadily growing number of foreign tourists will increase the value of expert tea services. Let's work together to build a good society by sharing our talents and knowledge to benefit each other. Airbnb is a good representation of a shared economy, and in June of 2015, its enterprise value surpassed $23 billion. There are over 1 million accommodations in 3,000 cities in 192 countries. Expert Tea is the kind of platform that can create jobs and provide income for language specialists through these shared economies. Most of the revenue generated will be the personal income of the professionals. Expert Tea generates human resources for professionals. In a situation that does not overlap with his or her day job, they share linguistic talent for people in need of assistance and can create wealth. Expert Tea has the effect of breaking down language barriers for users. We are able to communicate for our accurate purpose with the interpreter service, which means making your trips more enjoyable and your business more successful. Readiness Check. This presents clear answers and countermeasures to questions and issues that interfere with business promotion. There are 3 questions about the success of the service. First is the service aspect. Is not artificial intelligence already playing the role of translator? Is the service worth making customers pay the cost? How does it acquire and maintain the expert community of Expert Tea? Second is the technical aspect. Does it have technical barriers to overcome? What is the current level of development? What are the future development plans and goals? Third is the business aspect. Is the price policy reasonable? Is the revenue model realistic? Has the cost structure been analyzed efficiently? And so on. Let's think about the issues of the first service aspect. You may think that artificial intelligence is already playing the role of translator, but this is not true. Although artificial intelligence has developed rapidly in recent years, the ability to comprehend at low level depends on the speaker's tone. Moreover, artificial intelligence is very vulnerable in noisy environments. It is also not suitable for use in markets or on the streets. Will the customer really want to use it for a fee? As I mentioned earlier, the cost of 1,001 per minute is nothing more than just a waste of money. In addition, if you use it in exchange for unused points or miles in partnership with other companies, the price resistance will not be high. And just like having travel insurance, Expert Tea will give people a sense of stability. How does one operate the Expert Tea expert community? First, it will organize professional groups and operate services using our own network. Next, it will get success stories of monetization through several marketing methods. Lastly, if the paradigm of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, shared economy, collective intelligence, talent sharing, etc., keeps pace with the paradigm, the participation consciousness from the public will soar. Second, let's look at technical issues. Are there barriers to overcome? These are in the service of P2P communications, which based on advanced web RTC and steadily conducting R&D to stabilize service and improve voice quality. Through convergence of technology through research and development over the past several years, these have already gained a wealth of know-how about the expertise of the workforce and the operation of platform services. What level has current development reached? Let's show with the Expert Tea service. The first is a fast translation service that quickly finds experts around you. The second is a general translation that links Expert T experts with good reviews and ratings. The third is a message service where you can make a simple question or make an appointment for an interpreter after speaking with an Expert T specialist. The fourth is a service that evaluates professionals who have provided the translation after a call has gone off. You can help other users to understand with a professional level. The fifth is Expert T's professional subscription. If you have more than one language available, anyone can apply and become an expert. Expert T adopts P2P communication method between users and finds users through a call service. The main server, which holds the member information, has a system that can provide various promotional materials to the cooperation partners in the future. Finally, I will talk about the future development plans and goals. Multi-party calls and video calls will be first introduced. I would like to talk to a buyer in a country where language is not available. If you do not have the proper interpreter, you can use Expert T service. Even if you are not near enough, you can use the Expert T service to conduct interpretation services. The development of a video call system to receive the interpreter service by seeing each other's faces also came to an end. Next is affiliate affiliation, point purchasing, and earning system. We are developing a system that can earn and use ET points when purchasing goods or services through acquiring affiliates, such as restaurants, hotels, and souvenir shops. We also plan to offer local products through local experts. We are planning to introduce a real-time reservation system for affiliated hotels and restaurants, and an instant payment service through ET points. Another benefit is the relief service of the traveler. When an emergency case occurs during a trip, you can send location information and request rescue to nearby experts. Finally is a library feature. You can use an interpreter system on your website or app. It can be used for various situations such as overseas trade, overseas travel, and overseas customer communication. Let's review the issues in terms of business. First, is the price policy reasonable? I will tell you with statistics. The cost of the interpreting service of the ordinary telephone service is $20 in 5 minutes. That is $4 per minute. However, Expert T allows you to take free selection of various languages. Depending on your needs in different situations, you can choose a different grade of specialist to service. Please refer to the following table. The revenue model of Expert T includes service call revenue, expert subscription fees, and ad revenue. Among them, the service call revenue is 30% of the interpreter specialist income. The professional registration fee and the examination agency is $10, and the advertising revenue is 50-50 with the partner company. The following table is the basis for calculating the revenue. Please refer to this table. The estimation of basic assumptions includes the cost of labor, operating expenses, and marketing promotions. In terms of revenue investment, we expect sales of $57 million in the first year. The cost of setting up after opening, professional cost, manpower, management, and marketing cost is approximately $46.8 million. Net income after 1 year of opening is estimated to be over $10 million US. The first step to affiliated marketing is to partner with travel agencies, duty-free shops, and hotels. It is a method to exchange points which are accumulated in a card company or shopping mall to currency mileage. And online advertising? We promote using the phone, keyword advertisement, SNS viral marketing, and media advertisement. We plan to expand into global service through incremental expansion. In 2017, we will start services in Southeast Asia and Japan, from first starting service in China and Korea. In 2018, we plan to target Western countries such as the United States and Europe, and globalization will be completed in 2019. This is the evaluation data of external agencies conducted by SAMIL Accounting Corporation. I will finish explaining about expertise service. Thank you.